Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pokemon When They Cry Let's Play Nuzlocke. The idea behind this is that we take this game and we name our Pokemon after When They Cry characters. The game is modded slightly to include the Moemon sprites and a few alterations to the text. Very few and far between, however. In addition to the standard Nuzlocke rules, we're playing the hardcore Nuzlocke rules. Check out Pokemon Challenges if you want to know what kind of rules he used. We use something very similar. The big difference between him and I is that I do not use rare candies, and the other difference between us is that he will allow HM exceptions, whereas for me, if my HM slave dies, and then I am no longer allowed to escape a dungeon unless I have an escape rope, thus making it more likely that I game over in a run, whereas he is less likely to game over in a run for something stupid. I'm not trying to say that to make my runs harder or anything, far from it. In fact, his runs are significantly harder because he plays a lot of fan hacks. Once more, these are the grinding episodes to prove to you that I am not cheating and saying, oh, I grinded off screen and I just survived every single time. No. Okay? I want you guys to be able to trust me. You don't have to watch these. In fact, I expect these to get not even 10 views. Okay? That's how little these need to be watched. It's for those who want to fact check me that I make these. And if these do get more views than I thought, then that's good. Okay? I finally recorded some Minecraft, so we're no longer taking a break from it, although based on how I upload things, it never really seemed like I took a break. Now, in reality, I took a break from playing the game, but then I just recorded a bunch of episodes in one go. And now that we're there, the beauty of it all is that everything lined up the way it was supposed to. So it never seemed like we took a break despite the fact that we did. Get it? Good. What else? Legacy of the Duelist is a game that I'm really enjoying at the moment. Okay, I'm just loving the gameplay from beginning to end. I can't get enough of it, really. It's so fun. But at the same time, the Zexal era, with the exception of the chick who played the Plant XC's deck, we're not going to talk about that Lotus. She ended up beating me. Admittedly, because I played like an idiot, but if I didn't play like an idiot, I probably still would have lost. I'm not gonna lie to you, I genuinely got outplayed by the enemy opponents. But we're good. We're good indeed. Okay, Okunogi's 12. The current level cap is 13 because that is the level of Falkner's highest level Pokemon, his Pidgeotto at 13, which means that he had to have gotten it from Kanto, specifically in yellow version. Otherwise, I don't think he could encounter one this early. I guess he could have gone. Well, could you get a Pidgeotto under the evolved level in? I'm thinking, is it possible? That's not very effective, you idiot. It's okay. It's okay. If it's possible to obtain one, could you have gotten it from Platinum? I don't think so. I think Starly permeates throughout Sinnoh. Not the other way around. I am enjoying this run, though. This is going to be very fun, indeed. Okay? It's just going to be us here, grinding for a little bit, just to have a good time. Okay? In my case, it's the weekend. And I got Labor Day off, although by the time you see this, Labor Day will have already happened. Not Labor Day. Is it Labor Day or Memorial Day? Oh, gosh. Regardless, it's going to be one of those two. It's one of the holidays that are on Monday to celebrate either the workers or the troops. I really do need to look at it really quickly. Holidays in May. It's Memorial Day. Okay. Why did I say Labor Day? It's meant to be Memorial Day. I sincerely apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, support the troops, support those that fought in World War I. But rather just support all the troops, because they all gave a sacrifice that many people could not possibly fathom making these days. But I'd rather talk about something happy this time around. And that happy thing will be... I don't know. I really don't know. What's it called? It's weird. It's as if I'm not really watching too much content these days. If I am watching anything on the internet, it's most likely just me listening to music in the background. To some extent, that seems to be the idea of what I like doing nowadays. I don't really watch content unless it's something that's relevant to me. So maybe I'll watch, I don't know, I guess Sky News Australia. Maybe I'll watch it, I don't know. Or I'll watch someone play a game at a super high level because I'm on a car ride or something and I really can't be bothered to focus on where we're going because I already know where we're going, but I'm not the one driving. And I trust the driver to some extent. But for me to be doing that, I need to trust the driver, otherwise I'm not doing it. Alright, this is why I like Bellsprout. Bellsprout gives such a high stat XP yield. Why do I keep saying stat, not just XP yield in general? Okay, Snake is here. Let's go defeat this gypsy looking lady. Not really gypsy, what is it? Because gypsies were covered up. What should be a snake charmer? What should be a charmer? What is Ekans based off of in the Moemon sprite? I honestly can't tell you. Well, whatever it is, we're safe. Okay? We are very safe. Indeed. Alright. Just a little more, and Oishi will go to 12. That's how you can tell Faulkner is a dirty cheater. Because I'm out here doing my absolute best to not be defeated and to get all the levels. Meanwhile, our man Faulkner over here decided, nah, I'm just going to catch something high level that's already evolved, even though it realistically doesn't evolve until earlier. Thus giving him a significant advantage over the competition. Because most people in Johto wouldn't travel to Kanto to get a Pokemon and then come back. I understand that it's most likely that his father just gave it to him, which would mean that his father is most likely from Kanto in the first place. Where is Faulkner from? That's a good question. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think, therefore it is. I think, therefore I am. That is a nice mentality. And we got Intimidate. Oh, this would have been a really nice Ekans. But nah, we're not doing that. Gasto. Excellent. Excellent indeed. Nope. Come on. Come on. Good. Oishi's now at 12. You know, in all honesty, I could enter that gym with everyone at 12 and probably be okay. But it's not really worth it. I'd rather be prepared to an above average extent than underprepared, if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And if not, then I'm not sure what to tell you. The only thing I can tell you is that I might be able to send you some oranges. But that's something else entirely. You know, at this point, all I really watch is... No, seriously, what do I watch? I already said the kind of stuff I watched, maybe. I guess I just watch David's stuff. I guess I still watch Raging Golden Eagles' streams. I still don't have my copy of Blade Devil, by the way. I reviewed the book because he sent out the digital edition. That's how I reviewed it completely. So it's not like I'm not a gaming journalist, okay? I'm not gonna post an article saying game journalist, or in my case, comic book reviewer Miguel Martignon is excited to read this comic book that he reviewed a few weeks ago. No, I'm not gonna do that. I own it. I even have a digital copy as well, but I don't really own a digital copy unless I download the files. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, unless you own a physical copy of it, you don't own it. That's just little advice I can give to some people, because people, for whatever reason, don't seem to comprehend the fact that just because it says you own it doesn't mean you actually do. Most likely you're leasing it, especially if it's a subscription service. This is one thing I don't understand. You know, at some point, if you're like me, you just stop paying for subscriptions because they're just a drain on your cash. Now, I said it before, I'm excited for, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, the English dub to be on. Oh, damn it. I wonder if I can get away with this. Okay, the game bugged again. Did it? Aw, man. Let's check. How bugged is the game? Yep, game bugged completely. File, load save state, state 3. Okay, we're back. Ah, man. How much longer for Okinawa to level up again? Ah, it wasn't too long. And this is why we save the game, or just do like save states. I mean, in all honesty, I'm probably ahead if I just open the ROM again, aren't I? File, open ROM. Let's check. Activate, go. This is the issue with playing on an emulator, is that your game can just bug out if you're not prepared. And I haven't invested in any super emulator advances. I haven't invested in any settings tweakings or any of that sort. Oh wow, it really just loaded the save, and okay, that makes sense. That's fine. Did I not save the game? What happened? Whatever. We're still fine. We'll just go back up again, because that's what we do, right? If something hits us, we just go back and try again. Okay? That's the rule of life here. We succeed in life because we work through the obstacles. We do not exercise practice in futility. We exercise practice in maneuverability. And that is all. We are here to win. Okay? Because if you're here because you want to see me overreact to something, go watch the arachnid infestation video, and then I guess there's a few other videos, specifically some of the earlier Legacy of the Duelist ones. So in the DM era, where I was caught completely off guard by how absurdly unfair some of those matches were. Other than that, it's pretty much it. Okay? I've got nothing. I really do have nothing. But this will be fun, okay? Part of the plan is to have fun. And if we're not having fun, then we're not succeeding. That's a lie. You can succeed without having fun. Because having fun and being happy are two different things. And I learned that the hard way, okay? One of the biggest mistakes that my generation makes, Generation Z, the worst generation, is that they pursue happiness. That is a stupid plan. Happiness, for those of you guys who don't know, is not a goal. It is a side effect, okay? And a really good side effect, mind you. That side effect being success brings happiness. That is something that people need to just figure out. Because I notice a lot of people don't know this at all. And it's a bit concerning when I see people saying, "Oh, my goal in life is to be happy." Well, that's a bad goal because you're never going to achieve it. Okay? If you really you don't want happiness. You don't want to be happy. You want to be content. And that's so much harder to manage, because that means you need to be put in a situation wherein you say to yourself, okay, I'm good. This is what I like. We're all happy. But very few people will ever achieve that. And the reason for that is because they believe in some other metric. What that metric is, I'm not sure just yet. But I will find it, and I will expose it. That is a long-term plan of mine. Not something that I just think about randomly. This is something I've been thinking about for a long time. At the same time, part of me wishes I didn't think the way I did on some occasions, right? I understand the importance of the mind, and that without the mind, your greatest asset, your mind and your life don't work without one another. If you're not alive, your mind is useless, and if you're not healthy, then your mind is useless, and then if you're not very smart, then your life, you can't do everything. You could do a lot, okay? Just because you're not the smartest person isn't bad. Because the difference between the successful and the unsuccessful is not a matter of intelligence 90% of the time. What it is a matter of how much you're willing to go through. People who are willing to go through a lot are more likely to be successful because they understand that they will, assuming they understand what they're trying to do and act in accordance with achieving the goal, be rewarded in the end. For the most part, okay? Some people are just extremely misfortunate. It's rare, but some people are. And I'm specifically talking about in the first world. If you're in the third world, then I'm sorry, but unless you're, kick-ass warlord or the 1%, you're pretty unfortunate. Nothing against the third world people, though, okay? I'm saying this as a diss to them. I'm talking as a diss to economic conditions in the third world. And then you're going to say, oh, but that's an insult to the third world. First of all, I didn't mention any specific country, so I don't want anyone saying that I'm insulting any specific location in general. What I am saying is that there are more opportunities in developed countries, especially for people who were born in that country. That's not necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's just an effect. It happens with certain countries developing. I understand there's a different way to look at it. There are people who say that third world countries are not underdeveloped, they're overexploited. And to some extent that's true. To a lot of extents that's true. But that can't be the only reason. There has to be something keeping people there. Some people will say geography. Okay? I know that my high school social studies professor, social studies teacher, because he doesn't have a PhD, is a big proponent of saying, no, the reason that people failed a lot back in the day was geography. And I agree that if you don't have access to the tools to succeed, you're not going to succeed as frequently. But if everyone, to some extent, started at the same place, so according to the statement that he made, that humanity came from Africa, let's say that's true for the sake of argument, then the people who chose to go to certain locations, either they were more fortunate or had a better foresight and could potentially be seen as smarter. I'm not saying they are. I'm just thinking about this. Okay, it's always good to think about this, because when you stop thinking, you automatically lose. Okay? Not thinking, to me, is the equivalent of a self-imposed death sentence. Okay? If you're not thinking, you can be manipulated. And if you can be manipulated, that is the prelude to evil. And that's not a good thing. And I hope most people can see why that's not a good thing. But at the same time, some people just were not meant to be thinkers, okay? Let's be honest here. Not everyone was meant to be the high, because it's true. Not everyone wants to be. Some people just want to have that very simple life. And I understand the desire for a simple life, not worrying too much about it, just working a day-to-day job, paying your bills, going home to your wife and kids, and, spending a few hours there, and then going back to work, and then spend the weekends with your family. I understand that desire. But at the same time, it's possible that there might be more. And I'm not sure of what that more is. But what I do know is that there seems to be something out there that is lowering people's expectations. Back in the day, a family could own a car, own a house, feed their family, and send their kids to school on a single income. Okay? That does not happen anymore. And I'm not even going to give any causes or any reasons why it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that it doesn't happen. It could be argued that that means that the future of our parents was stolen from us, okay? Because they released these studies. Turns out that economically speaking, millennials are doing worse than their parents, thus making them the first generation do worse than their parents in a long time. I'm not saying this is a good or bad thing. I'm saying that's what it is. Okay? Am I happy about it? No. Am I distraught about it? Also, no. It's just an observation. But at the end of the day, you need to plan ahead. Okay? The people who say, have bliss and live your life calmly and go with the flow, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay? They really don't know what they're talking about, for the most part. There are some people who are fortunate enough to land themselves a certain person, or they just came into money somehow, and unlike the majority of lottery winners, they somehow knew how to manage it and just live their life on their bliss and are fortunate enough to do that, and that's great for them. Okay, that is exceedingly rare nowadays. But at the end of the day, those outcomes are what grant success. It's not the situation of your birth that dictates how successful you're going to be. It's what you do from there. 90% of the time. Like I said, there's always some exceptions, right? You know, I hate to say this, but it's true, okay? A person born with no arms and no legs is not going to be the world's fastest runner, okay? They're not going to outrun Usain Bolt no matter how hard they train. Maybe with the right equipment, they could get close, but I don't think they're going to outrun him in his prime. And I don't think that's an ableist statement, because that doesn't mean they're better or worse. The saying is that in that one aspect, someone like Usain Bolt will outrace them, or Michael Phelps will surely outswim someone who doesn't have arms or legs. Okay? Again, I'm not trying to say anything rude, but that doesn't mean that person who doesn't have arms or legs can't do anything. Okay? Sure, that person might be reliant on some people to get through life, but they could be super genius for all we know. Okay? They could find the cure for, I don't know, AIDS or something. They could find the cure for AIDS. We don't know it. We definitely don't know it, but what we do know is that in certain aspects you can tell who's going to be good and who's going to be bad in those scenarios. Okay? Good. I really hope we can agree, because if we can't agree, I'd really want to hear your thoughts, okay? If you think that I'm wrong about this, please post it in the comments or something. But I would like to add this little addendum to my statement. An example, an anecdote, do not equal evidence. After all, very frequently, there are exceptions to rules. For example, there are people with 6 fingers in their hand. Oh my gosh. File, load room. What's causing this? This is why we save, right? This is why we save. But why? That's what I want to know. What's causing this? Okay. Where did we leave off here? Okay, so we got these two with their levels. How many until you level up? 214, 3, 4, 2, 9. Okay, we're fine. Take 2. So it's not even that I have to content with default grinding. No, I think I have to content with a little bit more than that, because, you know, anyone can do the base grind. That's easy. But when your grinding gets halted to restart, that's when it sucks, okay? So I'm going to look up how to fix this crashing issue, because I notice a lot of the top streamers, a lot of the top Let's Play content creators don't seem to have this issue. So what I'm going to do is look up some settings to ensure that this doesn't continue to happen. Because one thing I noticed about this little emulator is that it is very taxing on my laptop. In fact, the fan is going ballistic here. Not as bad as when we do Minecraft, though. When I do Minecraft, the fan is just having the biggest sissy fit I've ever seen in my life. Okay? It's like, honestly, if you listen to the fan, right, when I'm playing Minecraft, I know I lower the volume, but if you can hear it, it sounds like somebody is screaming because, I don't know, they're being castrated without anesthetics or something. That was a really dark... I did not... Why did I say that? I could have picked any other explanation, but no. I wanted to say that. That's terrible. Okay? I'd rather you think of a different... That sounds horrible. Whatever. You already heard me say it. And besides, in other episodes, especially the age-restricted ones, I've said significantly worse. Not usually for any real motive, just out of lack of thinking of a better word. from a lack of thinking of a better word. Is that how you say it? Just from not thinking about a better word. Okay? That doesn't mean I'm not thinking, okay? I'm not dead. But what I'm saying is I didn't think hard enough. I'm not applying my full capacity. And I do want you guys to, I want you guys to comment, not because I care about the algorithm, far from it. It's more, I want to be engaged in what you have to say. I want to know what you guys are thinking so that I can have a discourse. It won't be live, obviously, because when it's live, you can be trapped. When it's not live, you can think through your topics, your questions here, and you have context presented as you're asked, not just being on the spot, because that's oftentimes an unfair discussion. Does everyone know what I'm saying? I really hope so. Okay? Because that is the dream. That is very much so the dream indeed. This is such a weird game. Okay? That's one thing I do notice. This is a really weird game. It's fun though. At least I like to think it's fun. And if you don't think it's fun, then let me know. Okay? Which Pokemon game do you think is the most fun, and which one do you think is... What the hell? You didn't need to see that. But it's all good. It tends to be all good indeed. Any reason? Because I want it to be. Okay? I want it to be. That sounds right. That seems correct. Alright. Tackle battle. Nothing. Wrap. Nothing. Damn. Tackle. Good. Excellent. You've gotta be kidding me. I wonder if I open my inventory like this and close it, what happens? Oh, it just doesn't open. I wonder if I can do this. Huh, I can get the game to go. But what happens when I reload? I'm curious now. Maybe I found the escape route? It's possible, isn't it? I'm not sure. Let's see if I found it or not. Why is it bugging out so much right now? That's curious. That's a curiosity. Because if it is going to bug out this hard, the animations aren't loading. What? But why? Okay, so I just have to load the ROM again. Okay. Load. Open ROM. Actual Pokemon game. Okay, let's do this again. I guess the game is detecting modification. That would suck. Okay. So, full. There you go. Okay, we are still need to level up more. Part of me is going to level up at the Sprout Tower then, because leveling up there seems to trigger bugs and I'm not sure why. I mean, leveling up at the Sprout Tower is not the worst thing for us. We could do worse. And I really hope this doesn't keep happening, okay? If I can figure out what's causing it and isolate it, I will. Or if you guys know, let me know, okay? I'll be very happy if you guys let me know. It'll make it easier to provide better content for you, and it'll make it less time-consuming when level grinding. Because currently, the process of level grinding is increased the more crashes we have. Sprout Tower. Interesting location, although we've already been here. Okay. Let's go here. There you go. So apparently something's just affecting the sprites. I'm not sure what's affecting it. That's a good question. Regardless, let's just get our levels here. They're not the worst place to level up. reduce super effective hits against the Korata, so while it's a bit slower, we'll get the levels we need to win. At least that is the idea. Swing. Good. But at the same time, like I said before, I wasn't born yesterday, okay? I can comprehend a lot of things. Aristotle said something interesting. What he said was people who see through the lies of society and illusions of society will never be understood nor believed. And that's really fascinating quote from him. And I think Aristotle's a pretty wise guy. In fact, academia seems to think so as well. I understand that not everyone has a favorable view of academia. View of academia. And I can understand why. They haven't exactly been making themselves look like the good guy. You know, that with the administrations going after, you know, PTA moms. Labeling them what? Disinformants? I believe that's what they call them. You would think they would call them misinformants, but no, they're disinformants. And I believe the reason they stated was because misinformation was unintentional and disinformation was intentional. I'm gonna have to check that later, but that's what I believe they said. And if so, that's kinda interesting. Okay, rock smash. Good. Very good indeed. That's 12 now, Diego. Switch to him. That works. Save the game. Yes, it is okay to save the game. Let's keep going. Okay, Yugura save the game. And competition continues to thrive, okay? These grinding episodes are going to be the bane of me, I swear, because these grinding episodes are just titled grinding, and I know that just because they have grinding in the name, people aren't going to, you know, watch them. But to you guys who watch them, I want to thank you all so much. As the time of recording, I have 30 subscribers, with the most recent subscriber being Rojigami. You know, somebody here who worked on Blade Devil, I believe. You know, apparently he said thank you for the review, and it's good. Okay, I actually like the story of Blade Devil. Well, I like everyone else's story. That's the issue I had with it. I said it in that video, but I'll say it here because not everyone watches my PowerPoint presentations. I like the story of Blade Devil. Personally, I don't think Ashara was that good. I think everyone else was better. Not to say Ashara was bad. Far from it. In fact, Ashara is one of the more likable characters in that story. But just other characters were so much more likable in Blade Devil. It's weird to say that, but that's my perspective of it. You know what? Let's get Cage at 13. Just so we can move on. Because it doesn't really matter what order we get them, right? Just as long as we get them. Good. Okay. So this grinding episode is going to come to a close in maybe like 30 minutes. So whatever we finish, and whatever we don't finish, we'll finish it up in the next episode. Also because, you know, I got things to do, okay? We all got things to do. And that's an aspect of life, okay? I would love to sit here for 20 hours and just record game after game after game every single day and just upload them to the internet as I record them. You know, get lots of content each day. What happens if I exit? Oh, the sprite comes back and then the game bugs out. Yay. No, I'm being serious. If you guys know how to fix this, please let me know, because this is getting annoying. Okay. This is why I save the game so much, by the way. Okay, what do we got here? How much farther are you? And you're back to square one. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Then ROM. What is causing that? I'm not actually sure. I guess it's amount of time spent in a location that causes it. Okay. Good. Good. And about, let's see here, the time of recording, it is 1:46 a.m. So at 2 a.m. I'm gonna cut it off because I do need to worry about my health to some extent. It's mandatory. Because if I don't worry about my health, then I won't be able to upload in the first place, and that would be really bad. At most, I'd be able to upload for about a month because that's how many are scheduled to go up, and then nothing else. I hope you understand why I said that. Okay? Yeah, it is piss early in the morning. Okay? Okay. Broken. Okay, I understand not wanting to grind, but you gotta do it. Okay? It's something you just gotta do. Saving your own power. I know this is kind of annoying, but the truth is that you guys don't want to see me grind more than I need to, right? You guys want to see me grind just to prove that I did it, but I also am grinding because I need to grind the levels, not because I'm fighting through bugs. That'd be ridiculous. I hope you understand it. I really do. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Left, up, left, down. It's really interesting how the trainer walks in this game, or more accurately, runs in this game, because we're not walking for a while. I wonder how long this attempt's gonna take. Because when you guys realize that this is accurate to how much time I've actually been playing the game, with a few minutes gone to account for the crashing or the bugs or any of the extra mining that I need to do. But it's not exact, okay? Like most things in life, you can reason your way through a lot of it, but unless you're doing hard science, it's very difficult to get exact measurements and quantities. That sounds really weird out of context, but if you just follow along with my train of logic, then you'll know what I'm talking about, I think. Good. Good. Okay, dust. Hit him! Hit him in the face! Good. Part of me thinks it'd be a good idea to get the Geodude. What do you guys think? Should I get the Geodude and replace the Bellsprout? And just make Chikorita my Flash Slave? I don't know. Flash Slave. What do I do? Do I just keep her in a cage as a stripper or something? Nah, Cage is a dude though. So that'd be disgusting. No, I'm not into that. Sounds horrible. Okay? Never let anyone tell you that I am... Okay, if anyone tells you that I'm far left or far right, they're lying. Okay? I am technically a member of the Common Sense Party. That's what I'm registered under. Okay, so that you have my political affiliations now if you want. It's whatever though. It really is. And who cares? Okay, I vote based on your policy. I don't care what side you're on. It's just in recent years I happen to vote more Republican. Although in the past I did understand both sides to some extent. Once more, this is why I always say this channel is not for anyone under the age of 18. I know I said in the last video, but I'm going to say it again. Because the content that the material I talk about, a good chunk of it, maybe 60%, isn't entertaining to little kids. It's probably entertaining for you guys, though. Okay, hop it. We're here. Floating girl, I'm sorry. But you're gonna get hurt. And I don't want to. Because you look cute. But you're gonna have to do it. Okay? Just put up with it. It'll make you feel better once it's over. Tight. Good job. EA. I just realized that Oishi's at... And I forgot to save before entering a menu. Okay, let's pray that this didn't hurt it. Good. What did we train the Zoob at? Did we train it in the Sprout Tower or here? Well, we already spent a few levels here, so let's go back to the Sprout Tower. Because I think that switching locations and reloading leads to less bugs as a whole. And as you can see, there's these little spots that appear when I'm walking around. Does anyone know how to fix that? If you guys do, please let me know. I'd be pretty happy if you do. Good. I think I'm going to review No Game No Life 11 as my next book review. I already read it. It's pretty good. Although, I think Yen Press might have censored it because they were making references to Splatoon. But they called it Spratool instead of Spratool. Although I might be wrong. Okay? I might be wrong. How effective is Tomitake at defending against Koratas? Even 8 levels lower than it. I wonder. There's 8 levels lower than you. How much damage do you do? Let me know. Barely any. Good. Koros. Good. Is that enough? I don't know. Good. It is enough. Save. Okay. Yeah, no, we're grinding outside. This place is too dangerous to grind for Zubat. Oh, by the way, the music in the background is Mountain Rings, lo-fi hip-hop / relaxing beat, 12 hours of lo-fi music, March edition by The Relaxed Movement. Give them a look, okay? They're good. Okay? They're pretty fun. They got some sick beats. Very relaxing music if you just want something to study to. It's nice. It really is. Why do I think I'm repeating myself? I really do just repeat myself. That's a huge... It's the same time that it's the whole mantra mentality that if you want to start, you know, exerting yourself to the point where you believe it, you got to repeat it. Mastery comes from repetition as well. Which is something that I notice a lot of people, especially young people, keep forgetting. You don't just do something once and call yourself a master at it. No. You gotta do it over and over and over again. And that's why it's so rare for young people to become masters at things. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Obviously it happens, but from my generation, a lot of them just don't want to put in the time. They want the success right away. This instant gratification that they're granted by the social media is absurd. Okay? And I'm their age. I'm a young guy. I don't get it. Okay? It seems odd. Joey here is telling us about how his Rattata has perfect IVs. Which is really interesting. Why does it have perfect IVs? I don't know. But it does. Okay, about 5 more minutes and then I have to go. Because it's getting super late. Okay. Up. We're good. Got it. Come on, hurry up, please. Nurse Joy. I was really quiet in the previous Minecraft, in the most recent recording of the Minecraft series, so for you guys it would come out in June, but I recorded the progression series part 20, Winter is Coming. I think I'll upload a Smash Cut version sometime today or tomorrow, just to let you know about it. Because it'll be good, right? It'll be good. Okay. Tomitake. Let's do this. Okay. Hatsuon. Start hitting yourself, Bellsprout, please. Aw. I'm doing 1 damage. 3 if it's a high roll crit. We'll be fine. Swing! Wait, I just hit the wrong button. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Good. I swear I'm pressing. I need to have more patience in my finger movements. Because I've been trying to get better at Minecraft combat, so moving my fingers quickly it's getting to be a habit, and I don't like that. Because when I'm in conversation with people, I'll start moving my fingers, and depending on the angle I'm standing at and what direction I'm facing, it could look like something really bad. So I didn't catch it until someone told me at the university, and I didn't feel embarrassed about it, but I just kind of laughed a little bit. It's kind of funny. Amazing. That's pretty good levels, I think. I think so, anyways. Okay. Up, down. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Bellsprout. Hurt himself, good. See, even the Pokemon game acknowledges Pokemon as tools for war. How? Because it says it hurt itself in the confusion. If it tried to humanize the Pokemon, at the very least bring them up to a moral equal of humans in these games, it would say hurt himself or hurt herself. Wouldn't it? I understand saying otherwise for a genderless Pokemon, a sexless Pokemon like Magnemite or something. But otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Okay. Awesome. 1 more hit. Great. Damn, it's getting late. I probably could have finished the grinding today if I really needed to, but I guess I couldn't. But that's okay. You don't mind, do you? You know what? It's late, but I'll finish Tomitake. I'll get him to 12 and then call it the part. I think that's enough. Okay, because you gotta do the grinding. Okay, I don't know how many times I've done the grinding in this game. I really don't. I don't know how many times I've made it to red and lost there. I don't know how many times. Because my runs historically were lost to, let's see here. I lost to Claire, and I lost to red. I don't think I've ever game overed at Whitney. Have I? No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think we've been good. To some extent, obviously. Okay. Good. Good though. Okay. Leech life, go! Come on. Sailing my sea, ayo, never say die, have to go, go. I really like GX. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is a really fun show. Although I like the ending, the second half more than the first half. You know, like I said before, I am not like most people, I'm not like the current fan base of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the current anime fan base, because the old anime fan base, I really sympathize with them. Okay, I enjoy the darker Yu-Gi-Oh a lot more. I like the lighthearted Yu-Gi-Oh quite a bit, but the darker Yu-Gi-Oh for me is what started Yu-Gi-Oh, and that is something I associate with Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, but once more. So I'll say again, my three favorite shows. I thought about this since March 23rd, 2022. I've thought about it since then. So I thought about it since, I guess, around the time of 7's ending, like really close to when it ended for real. Yeah, around that time. About what my favorite show was. If I had to go again and re-rate them, I'd probably say number one is, I think it's pretty obvious which one I put for number one. It's gonna be 5Ds, okay? 5Ds was the fucking GOAT. Okay, it was so good. Number two, I'm gonna say Vrains. Okay, I think Vrains was so good. Yeah, the ending of Vrains, you could tell it was rushed towards the end, but the first half of Vrains, and then everything with the exception of Bowman in Vrains to me was good. I didn't hate Bowman. I just think he dueled Yusaku way too much. Other than that, I really didn't have anything against the guy. It's a pretty interesting character. If he dueled less, I would have liked Bowman a lot more. And also, you gotta love how Vrains was depressing as hell to some extent. I enjoy series that can get depressing as hell, otherwise I wouldn't like When They Cry. And even then, When They Cry isn't even that sad. I don't even know why it's called When They Cry half the times, okay? Someone said, oh, when you read When They Cry, you will cry. I'm like, no, not really. Okay? It's a bit shocking for sure, but I wouldn't cry to it. And I've seen all of When They Cry and read When They Cry as well. I even read Caconia. Like I see these reviews, I'm like, it's so real, and the feelings or the emotions that it made me feel, or it stirs up something inside me, or I have this connection to it. Look, those people are probably angsty teenagers. My question is, who's letting their teenager watch When They Cry? I know I watched When They Cry when I was 11. That was because my parents didn't know any better. This time around, people are older. Parents are more experienced with the ways of the internet and the electronic usage. You would think they would catch it nowadays, but no. It seems to be more lenient. I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying it's what I notice. I'm all in for not censoring children's entertainment, not censoring adult entertainment. But Caconia is very clearly adult entertainment, okay? Look, I grew up watching a lot of series that realistically were not appropriate for my age bracket, I watched like High School DxD when I was 11 or 12. I don't remember. And, someone my age realistically should not be watching that. But I did anyways. Okay, I'm not a prude or anything. I think that if you're a parent and you're okay with your kids watching it, fine. But you should at least know what your kids are watching. Okay? My parents, they know me for who I am. They see me as like, oh, he watches those weird, because my parents are like hardcore Mexican. Okay, so they see me watching something. It's like, he's watching Asian porn again. I'm not into it. Wait, I gotta go. Have a nice day.